Not a life story. In another episode.
Should be in another episode.
It was really.
Tell me why you're in campus.
You like, especially if when
and
you
you find people kissing on the street, on the corridor.
You can even close your eyes.
Yeah, I used to, and I remember telling others tabia mbaya.
Ilikuwa termed as tabia mbaya.
How innocent were you innocent when you joined campus?
How innocent were you? Yeah, at least I think nilikuwa na tu exposure kidogo from my big sisters.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nimepangwa, nimeambiwa vitu. I knew a lot of things. But I was a very closed up person. By the time tu nilikubali hata kufua kwa hiyo.
It was.
Mimi nilikuwa kwa ile story ya no sex with until that. I was a very closed up person. I had rules. By the way, I had rules.
You had rules.
I had rules in my head. They were not meant to be broken.
Hi guys, welcome to the Infinite Chatter podcast with Ed
and with Faith. This is where we learn, engage, and have fun.
Hey guys, thank you for the continuous support that
Yep.
you're getting on YouTube, Instagram.
Welcome aboard
TikTok,
for the
yeah.
12th episode
of
the Chatter
Infinite
podcast.
Chatter podcast.
Yes, we hope you've been doing well.
Yeah, we
and
hope
taking
you're
care of
keeping
yourselves
warm for those
wherever
who are
you
in
are.
Australia.
And those who are
Here in Australia,
on the hashtag reject finance bill,
reject finance bill.
we hope our voices will be heard because we are part of those voices.
Sure, yeah. There's
Because
a lot to talk about. Yeah, there's a lot.
That doesn't really make any sense.
For sure. And if you haven't read and you don't know what's going on, please just go read.
Yeah.
Just
I think
however much you're not political.
I
just
loved
read.
the revolution on the social media and like
how people are coming out to
it was magical. And where have we been all that time?
Oh my god. Have you seen it? I literally got to a point that I felt that I should be home. No, I felt like I should have been home to go for that demo. You see? It reminds me of uni days. Did your school ever strike?
No, I don't relate.
That was interesting. It was the most interesting. I remember going to school. I never had any class, but I went to school just for the demo. Just to see how people are being chased by the police. But you gotta be fast. Should be running. Yeah. Guys.
We support reject finance bill. Yeah. And we hope our voices will be heard and people will be able to go back to business.
Sure.
Rather than wasting time
to again the resources demolition. You've seen how businesses have been closed.
People are losing lives.
Lives.
Isn't the initial
the infrastructure again? We are going back.
Yes.
You see, we are losing some hours that we should have been productive. You see, as a country,
the Kenya shillings against the dollar will start going down. It was doing
again.
Very well.
It was doing well.
Yeah.
Imagine you from Australia sending money at the cost of 77 Kenyan shillings. Yeah. No, that's not good. Yeah. No. Want to go back to the 100, blah, blah. Yeah, you see? That was good. Yeah, that was good. So, guys, today, episode 12, actually, it's just storytelling, right? Yeah. Storytelling, our life back then in campus. Yeah. We have different experiences.
Yeah. Apparently, me and Ed have total extremely different experiences.
Experiences in uni.
And I'm like, can we compare them?
We can. Yeah. Let's see how this convo will take us.
Yeah. Did you when you were getting admitted? Did you get a list of stuff you're meant to take to school?
Yeah. My sister. Apparently, I went to the same uni my sister went to. Yeah.
For context, which uni?
Yeah, which uni? I went to University of Eldoret.
UAE.
Yeah, UAE. Formerly Chep Koilel campus.
Yes.
Formerly Chep Koilel campus. So, I think UAE...
You went to Eldoret?
Yeah, I think UAE, right now, maybe the Gen Z are now calling it UAE, but then Chep is still Chep. It's still, the old name is still there. Yeah. It's still Chep. Yeah. So I remember when I went to uni, I was being admitted. At first, I didn't want to go to Chep. I wanted to go to a uni far away from home. Like literally, I just want to experience life away from home. Away from the same town that I've been revolving around.
Yes.
Yeah. So We went shopping. My sister knew everything, what should be done, blah blah.
So you go through. Did you go through the checking?
Yeah, we went through, of course. Like we were told, my sister had to call a friend of hers. One of the siblings was being admitted, and the lady told us that she should be here very early in the morning by 4 a.m. or maybe that she told us, you can take time. I can have my brother and sister like walk with me in the queue, so that when you come, you'll just come and join us. Yeah. See, yeah.
So you go through the grilling. What have you brought?
What is necessary?
Sign all those documents.
And I was admitted by my sister and my dad, and they made my bed. Like
it felt like
that's
I was similar then, because even in Kabarak, during admissions, you come with your parents and your suitcase and stuff, and you have to go through a kind of admission.
Where
actually admission,
the hostel,
and the everything.
Hostel,
then you are allocated to your room, and you get a roommate.
Oh, you get a mattress.
Oh yes.
Then funny thing,
you get a mattress. All the rest, everything else you have to buy.
You're just given a mattress. Then everything else you buy. Yeah. So I was admitted to one of the dormitories, block 4. Yeah. Block 4.
Do I remember ours?
Ours was block 4. There were so many. There was Kilimanjaro. There was, I don't know. There were so many blocks here. I went to block 4. Hostels. Yeah. It's like a dome, actually.
It's actually
a dome.
It's actually like dome.
It's a dome. Of course, just that you're wearing civilian. It's not the high school uniform.
From Palimini High School, it's a hostel. There was a lot of improvement.
Okay.
So that was better.
That was better?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, literally, it was kind of the same. It was kind of the same. It's just that I'm wearing civilian and I can cook in the hostel.
And you could cook in the hostel? Yeah, we could cook.
I remember we were told not to bring, but when we go to the hostel, people were cooking. People were selling food in the hostel.
So you have gas in the hostel?
No, the coil you connect to the socket and cook with the electricity.
Cook in the coil?
Yeah, you cook in the coil, or maybe buy a gas. People changa money, then they buy the gas and start cooking.
You become a gangster.
Literally, I remember
coil.
Yeah, coil.
Coil ilikuwa too for boiling water.
No, there was this coil.
I know the ones that we used to get them in the salons those days.
No, those ones.
Are you talking about the kettle?
No, a flat coil that you put a sufuria on top. You put a pot on top and cook with it. Oh, guys, I told you we are so different.
What's
so
that?
Different.
What's
like
that?
You literally you've never seen even the electric coil. Okay, let me say those let's say some people would go buy the ones from the supermarket, a coil that you cook with it.
And it's not gas.
It's not gas. You connect it to the socket.
To the socket.
Then start cooking.
And then it's like
it's like a stove. It's flat like a stove actually. And you can buy a coil that is double or single.
So it's a whole thing.
Those were the ones that knew the streets. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As for me,
but before we bought the utensils, we could go to the mess and buy food from as low as $2, 2 shillings.
Shillings.
Yeah.
2 shillings.
2 shillings was mandazi, or I think so.
2 bob.
2 bob. 2 bob.
Kwani mimi niko nchi ingine.
Rich kid.
I think the cheapest thing was 15. Mandazi was 15
Mandazi
bob.
was, with us, Mandazi was 2 bob. Mandazi was 2 bob.
So you have a budget of less than 30 bob.
I remember the first time I had a stomach run anyway. I ate food, right? Yeah, it wasn't good. First day in campus, I had a stomach run because I ate chapati and not lentils, ndengu. Yeah, green grams.
It didn't go well.
It didn't go well. I think
they cook a lot of food.
They cook a lot of food,
and they don't really.
And not everyone turn up. Yeah.
So they're not like most of those chefs actually are not even professionals.
They're not professionals.
They're people from just within.
But they are.
Some
are, but you know, the resources that you use to make cheap food.
But sometimes even being a chef is just more.
And cheap is expensive.
Kujua too.
Yeah,
like
it's
a skill.
It's a skill.
You don't need to go to school to.
Yeah, maybe for those they just picked people randomly and say you can cook here, you can cook for so many people.
Yeah. Like on the other side, on my school, there was no cooking in the hostels.
Oh, okay. Literally no cooking.
No.
Not like ours, no cooking, but you find people cooking. Okay.
Completely no.
No cooking.
No. The most you could do is boil water and eat Indomie.
Ah, okay.
Or boil an egg on the kettle.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because I'm sure if you would have, the aroma would start going out.
Yeah, of course, you'd be reported.
And we had janitors.
Was so serious.
And we had janitors 24/7.
Because
actually,
it was private, right? It was private.
Yeah, I think it's semi. Yeah, it's public, private.
Public, private. Yeah,
it's not really public, but it's also not really private.
Like 100% public university. Yeah. So you choose you.
So we used to, everything is on at the mess. If you don't like mess food, there are hotels outside the campus. Outside the campus. So they were more or less the same. So if you really didn't want to go outside, you can just take but the food was good. Yeah, it was really nice.
I had a cousin who used to be in Kabarak.
It was really nice. And we would even have buffet for breakfast.
Oh, guys, I told you what. Buffet for breakfast.
Yeah, we would have you choose either tea, chocolate, or the black coffee.
Oh my god!
And then there was an option of there was bread, there was sausages, there was eggs, there was sauteed potatoes.
Oh no, guys!
So, and and tell me why people hated it.
Oh, rich kids!
Look, people used to hate going for breakfast in uni, and I'm like, well, it looked basic, but it was okay. It was good breakfast anyway.
Yeah.
So people are like, I hate it.
Oh my god, class.
Guys,
interesting.
Where? Interesting, but
okay, with me, I remember being my dad and my sister making my bed, taking me out to a restaurant in town. Then I had to go down.
At least you didn't admit yourself.
Yeah, I did admit myself for sure. I did not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I also did not.
I did not. At least have a similarity.
Oh, my big sister admitted me as usual.
Okay.
She's like my mother.
She's like your mom. Yeah, I've had her several times. She's always there with me. Guys, so nakumbuka nikiadmitiwa nikapelekwa.
How did it feel when you were now left by yourself?
Oh my god, I cried. I'm always a cry baby for sure. I cried.
Me
and
too.
My dad, you know what my dad said? Like, at the campus unalia.
Hata mimi sijui kwa nini nilikuwa nalia, honestly.
Literally, I cried because they were leaving.
I was there crying and thinking.
My sister's like, where is she? You
should be celebrating that you're gonna be by yourself and enjoy the freedom.
Yeah.
Mimi niko hapo nalia. By the way, what was going on? We are just used to depending on our parents.
Like, just seeing them around. Oh.
I cried and then when they left.
Yeah. You're like,
kisha panga nguo zako ku closet.
Yeah, you now start now.
Life,
hi, I'm Edwina. What's your name? Where do you come from?
By the way, most people met day one are still besties.
They're still besties, yeah.
Until now.
I still talk with one. Yeah, still talk with one.
Yeah.
Still talk with one. But not often. At least we can say hi. Yeah.
So
I had my housemates who were...
how many were you?
Were 4 of us. But in the 3rd week, we were about 7 of us. Tell me why one roommate just went ahead and hosted 3 other girls. Like, we would spend...
Is it even allowed?
One of the girls would sleep with the other one would go to their hostel. Yes, it was allowed because it's a lady. But of course... We were not being...
But the beds are normally not big, Ed. How do you even share?
They were so tiny.
Yeah.
They were so tiny.
It's a single bed.
It's a single bed.
You can't share.
On the corner. So
and it's on the corner, so you can't share.
So one would sleep towards the hitting the wall, then another one at the edge. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, too, Sasa, it was like a room with a double deck.
So it's a double deck.
And
two double decks.
No, just one.
Oh.
So it was just me and my roommate. So me, I'd sleep Drew. Then my roommate would sleep Chini. And then we have a study table.
A study table provided
okay. and 2 chairs.
And 2 chairs.
So you decorate your room, just the 2 of you.
Yeah.
And of course, laptop, movie, that's it.
Oh my God. The hostel that you would find.
No, but there was.
You are lucky.
There was also an option of.
They were not in every room.
There was also an option of staying the 4 of you.
Yeah, but
again, it used to depend with how much you pay.
How much you pay.
So the more you pay, the more you even stay by yourself.
Okay.
Because there was an option of you being alone in your own room.
Oh my God.
So
guys, group of schools.
Is that really a group of schools? I don't think so.
It is.
It was just there.
Oh my God.
Because the Kabarak, by the way, is a very big name. But when you go there, it's just basic.
But you cannot compare it with public unis.
When I hear the stories, I'm like, okay.
You cannot compare it with public unis. Guys, tell me why it's ladies' hostel, but midnight you still find men walking around. Yeah.
In Kabarak,
but the janitors would come.
Prohibited. There was even a gate woman in the ladies' hostel, and there was a gate man in the men's hostel.
So you never ever stepped on men's hostel, even during the day?
I even don't know how they look.
Oh, guys.
I don't even know how they look. When my cousins were being admitted, when I was now in Fudea, I couldn't even go past the gate. You're not even allowed to.
You're not even allowed to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guys, you now see the difference.
But now there used to be cases of
who studied in public uni.
But now there used to be those funny stories.
Yeah, where people sneaking.
Yeah, people had sneaking, and they would have them wear deras to get to the ladies' hostels.
Okay.
But of course, wakosangi too wakona everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. There's always that one person.
There's always that one
so person. Or those days when you hear.
Yeah, now we get emails with warnings. Yeah. And now the janitors will be staring at you at the gate. They just want to know, are you a man or are you especially if you are like slimish, they're now looking at you very well because they are wondering, and you're not meant to like cover your head.
Yeah.
At the gate they would ask, can you talk of here?
Oh my God.
Because they want to confirm
whether it's a lady or
and they would stay there until 11 when the gate is being closed.
When the gate is being closed. Oof, guys. The gate is also being closed. So that's we don't even have a thing.
So as for me, I just moved from a very strict primary school to a strict high school to a strict uni. I'm like, from a strict household. Guys,
my bad girl. Thank God you're in Australia.
Lakini, saa zingine nimeukaa chini na jiambia,
you don't know even how ghetto is. Campus ghetto life is. Campus ghetto life of cooking with a coil and being like shocked by electricity. Campus ghetto life of waking up and start selling food in hostels.
I would hear those stories. By the way, people used to sell thrift clothes.
Oh, yeah.
But food, I don't think so. The only thing that were being sold is the coast mabuyu. Like those people come from the coast.
Yeah,
they would come with mabuyu and come and sell them around.
Yes, selling sweets.
Yeah, sweets,
earrings, beauty products, clothing.
Yeah, that was
but
the
not
most
cooked
people.
Food.
No,
but not cooked food. Oh.
I don't think I ever.
But that's everything. You get everything at the heart of your hostel.
All services are available.
All services. If you want a man, you'll find a man during the day in a hostel.
So you'd come and chill with like your friends, your boyfriends.
Yeah, and you can even be sleeping and people are fucking on the... Yeah.
That's gross.
Oh.
What were you eating? Okay.
It was like...
But it was fun, right?
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it because like, I remember... first year, I'm always everywhere. I became a class rep.
I saw someone comment on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, like, hey, that's my class rep.
That's my class rep. Like, so you used to overwork it?
I think I took that role.
But leadership suits you though.
Yeah, leadership suits me.
And you do it so well. Like, I mean, you can balance.
I can balance.
You kupiti watu na kukua harsh on them
and
at
also
the same
being
time.
harsh at the same time. And also being a common person at the same time.
Yeah, you can. You really take it so easily. So
oh my God.
I saw the comments on her. Alikuwa class tena.
So I remember going
but
to
it's
class.
because you like to talk.
Yeah, I love talking.
You're very vocal and you're very particular in what you want. Like you can't be quiet in
and
class.
I was everywhere. Like I was interacting with everyone from.
You're an extrovert.
You come from Limuru. Tell me more about Limuru. Oh, you come from Mombasa.
Know.
I wanna know.
And you joined CU. You joined.
No, I didn't join CU.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh my God, no. Mom, sorry.
I didn't join CU.
I because I was still Catholic. I remember going to church, the services in the morning. After church, we go out for a walk. I used to live with. I later moved from my hostel.
Yeah, after which year?
The second semester.
Second sem or first year?
Yeah, first year. I moved from a 4-room to a kitchen.
What was your main reason?
Like, I wanted a small space.
By yourself?
No, with a friend. And I literally didn't move from the system. The system says I sleep somewhere, but I moved to a kitchen house because the kitchen house, it's a room that can only accommodate 2 people. So it's called a kitchen because it has a sink and everything.
Oh, it's like a studio.
It's like a studio. But these other common rooms, it doesn't have a sink. You just have to wash your utensils from buckets, then go pour water outside. I didn't like that thing. Yeah. I went to a kitchen, and it's not that it was I just moved everything of mine. Ask me where the ladies that used to live there go.
Where?
The boyfriends rented houses outside of the school without the parents knowing.
And then they moved in together.
They moved in together. Yeah. I remember Sogomo. Guys, you know Sogomo? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know Sogomo.
Yeah, we used to call that place Soji. It was kind of a student center for Che.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would go there, like, in the after class, we'd go to Sogomo, cook, because it's a bed sitter.
People are free out there.
It's not like campus.
People have bought TV.
People have got
couches.
TV. People have couches. People have mats on the floor.
Yeah, I
don't know.
Why am I in the hostel?
They bought their own beds. With you, are just renting. You don't know the price of a bed.
But they also, like when we used to visit friends who started life from just living outside, I used to wonder, people have people have decorated their houses and they stay by themselves and they're so cute. I'm like, even if I introduce this to my parents, they will say no.
Don't tell me you stayed in hostels for the whole 4 years.
No, I stayed in first, second, third. It was COVID. So we summered via the internet.
The internet.
So the 4th year now, I kept telling my parents, you know what? Since there's life after uni, I need to start preparing.
Yeah.
Like, ningekaa hata na nani hostel.
For sure.
All my friends are already out.
It's boring at times.
My parents are insisting, no, you can stay. Just stay in the hostels.
Oh my God.
I had to strike a deal with my sister.
Yeah.
Then I told her my friend has found a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay together. I will have my room. She'll have her room. And it's safe and it's nice. So I need you to help me. Yeah. My sister gave me, I think, most of her stuff, a bed, everything. Yeah.
And you started life.
Yeah. At 4th year though.
Oh my God. I started life in second
sem of the first year.
With me, I think it's second.
No wonder you're a hustler, babe.
I'm a hustler. Guys, I'm a hustler. I started hustling in my first semester actually. Remember you?
Yeah.
You
were going to study.
I was going to study, but money. Oh my God. Guys,
it's not like your parents did not give you money.
It wasn't enough. You're given a little money and you still want to maybe to go out with friends, you want to experience something, to buy this
trendy clothes.
You're a girl, you just want to have fun. I was always on the walk anyway, like literally.
I swear to God, there's no day I ever thought of a business to do.
No. Don't
lie.
Oh my God.
Lie, Tena.
Me, I think
it's not like
ningekaa hivi najiambia like sasa mbona nianze kusumbua madhe na ananiambia amesota ana pesa.
I get where you come from. I also had those, but I think it's because I had my siblings and they're all grown up and I used to con them. Used to con them. Today I'm conning another one. Next week it's another one. Thank God they never used to tell Ama Konambiana. I don't know.
You don't know.
But they never used to.
Of course, there was a point in life they told themselves.
Really?
No, msichana anaanza kuwa mkora.
Anakula pesa.
Anakula pesa.
So I tell my other sister this week, sina pocket money.
Confirmed.
So when that is finished, I don't go back to her. I give her some 3-4 weeks because now I have to rotate.
Yeah.
I go to my father and then I go to my other sister. By the time I'm coming back to this dad, it makes sense that I'm now broke.
For sure you need some money. So I think that's the beauty of being a last born.
I think you know that I never thought of.
You never thought of having a business or something.
I tried article writing when it was COVID time, but it's because I was just idle at home.
Yeah, sure. I
was just a full-time house help. And then I'm like, I need to find something to do.
Did it pay you, by the way?
Not really, because I subcontracted me. So unalipo ukifanya article moja mtu anakupea so tano.
Yeah,
so it used to be mostly for credit.
For credit and everything, yeah, sure. Yeah. Guys, another life.
How was your school attendance?
School attendance, because I was a class
Was
rep.
it strict? You have to pay the price.
I used to attend classes.
Every class.
You see these common courses that you get to class over 300 people. Did you ever had those classes?
Yeah, we had those common courses.
Yeah, the common courses, oh my God, I used to hate them. I remember going to one of the lecture halls and I'm like, what's going on here? Just to stand up and find my uncle is on the podium. Look at me, I'm just mocking the class. It was a chemistry class. It's a common course. And I'm like, I'm doing construction. Why should I be studying chemistry?
Chemistry? Yeah. As a common course?
Yeah, it's a common course because
in University of Eldoret.
Yeah, it was a common course to me, to my specialization. But there are people who specialize in chemistry. So to me it was a common course. And I'm just yapping around. I'm a backbencher. I came late. Just to stand up and see that's my uncle.
Who's the lecturer?
Yeah, who's the lecturer? I had to
sit down.
He didn't even notice me. And if he
did, those distant ones.
Yeah, he didn't notice me standing up, and I'm like,
So did you used to go to
that class?
You had a percentage of attendance.
I remember I failed that. I failed that chemistry. I had to retake it.
You retake common course.
Yeah, I retaked a common course. That's the only retake I did. That was my first year, and from there now I was like, oh guys, I need to focus. I need to focus. I think
I had a retake for a unit.
Which unit was that?
It's a low unit in business school.
Oh no.
And we used to be taught by a very arrogant, we will bleep that.
Yeah.
Lecturer, and it was so hard for me to get it because it's low.
It's low, yeah, and I think law is something should be passionate. It shouldn't be included.
They should choose people to do law, man.
Yeah,
it should not be for anyone.
No.
What is law even doing in business?
I always tell myself such kind of courses should be a lifestyle course.
I know, right? It should be a choice.
Should be a choice. You
because
online.
I love doing law. Let me do it.
And if we need to study law just because of some integrity issues or maybe business issues in the future,
let it not be tested.
Let it be like a PE class.
Yes.
Yeah, let it be like a PE class in primary.
But also, in our school, it used to be mandatory to be in class. I think 80%.
80%.
Yeah. So
of course, you people you couldn't sign for each other.
We could, but not on all occasions.
Yeah, with us we could
other times,
sign for each other.
Yeah, some lecturers are very, very strict and they would want you to sign while leaving class. So you would.
But of course, the 300 class venue, no one is gonna stand there for 300. So.
We could sign for each other, but si sana pia.
Yeah.
They were strict and they could know. But I don't think kuna mtu alishaitwa kufanya kesi yao kusainiana.
No. With us, that was an issue for sure.
Did you have a dressing code?
I don't think whether I ever had a dressing code in my first 2 years in campus.
Like, did the school have?
No, that's not a.
You would wear cropped up to school.
Yeah, we are cropped up and wherever you want to. You feel.
You had.
Oh my God! Did you have a dress code?
In Kabarak, you're not allowed to have piercings. First of all,
like this one.
Yes.
No?
If you had it. Inafaa ifichwe.
Like why?
you are not allowed to have piercing. You are not allowed to have tattoos that show. You could have a tattoo, but should not be showing. And also, you are...
Was it an SDA uni?
No, it's like AIC. Oh. Your body, your skin should not be outside a lot.
Like literally, you couldn't wear a top.
No, you can't wear a tank top.
A tank top?
No. You should cover up yourself.
Guys, she was in high school.
You are not supposed to wear ragged in school.
No.
A ragged jeans.
No.
Should be a decent jeans all the way down.
Literally.
And if you are wearing a short, it's not a booty short, it's just a standard short.
A standard short. Oh, guys. Wow.
It used to be a struggle. Because now when we want to go outside, like somewhere on Friday, and you want to dress, of course, you're going outside. You're going to town now. To party and stuff. Yeah. You had to wear all those things inside. Sure. And then wear a dera outside. So when you're outside at the gate, you remove the dera, kunza it properly, and put it in your bag.
Oh my God.
So that when you're coming, and when coming back, it should be not past 11, because if you come past 11, the gate is closed.
So it's a disciplinary issue.
Yes, so you have to find a friend who lives outside to stay outside.
Guys,
Kabara.
We are in two different worlds here.
So every Friday, of course, I had friends who stayed outside. So if I wanted to go outside, I would go somewhere with
have fun with friends over on Friday.
I just leave by 4.
Knowing that I'm not coming back.
I think you're really after a boyfriend. After a boyfriend outside school. Do to balance your life.
By the way, like you couldn't have a boyfriend within uni?
You could have, but you can't hang out in uni. You can, but like muneza enda kwenye mess pamoja. In public, you will have to hang out in public. Yeah. If you guys wanna like be boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, you have to find a BNB, or you have to find somewhere outside.
Let's start a business around Kabarak.
I think, and I feel like that's really contributed to everyone when like already you come into Kabarak. You have to find like a boyfriend outside.
Oh my God.
So that you can always go and hang out
you can always go and hang out there. Yeah. Oh.
But it was still okay.
Does that mean that there are many virgins in Kabarak?
Really? Maybe we should do a statistic.
Sure. Guys, let me ask a question.
But most people who come to
Kabarak,
they were just, most of them are like just good girls.
Not
like,
all.
Mambo mengi inakuja kuanzia hapo. Well, najisemea though.
Okay, she was a good girl.
I was. Until...
Just because you cannot hang out with your boyfriend in campus. Those people who studied in Kabarak and the likes of Kabarak, that you couldn't wear a crop top, you couldn't wear a short skirt, something sexy or something, whatever, you couldn't have a tattoo showing off. Look at those rules. You're in campus.
You are hiding our tattoos.
Imagine.
Hey.
That is hypocrisy.
It was hypocrisy because tungepatikana Friday Dunda.
Yeah, like literally the whole of Nakuru was students from Kaba.
Yes, tungepatikana Dunda. Tungepatikana na makesi nje ya shule.
Yeah, because I think it harbors curiosity.
Yes, it really closes up your mind from creativity.
You don't know what's going on out there.
There was even like a mass. It's a mass for a service.
A service, yeah.
Every Wednesday. And you're not meant to attend the service wearing pants.
You should wear what?
A dress.
Oh God. Okay,
so everyone
confessing with me, I started wearing trousers in campus. Yeah.
Why?
At our home, it was a no trouser household. We used to just wear dresses. Apana, imagine me in Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic. But the rule of the house was that this house, you're a girl, wear a dress or a skirt. Yeah.
So you started wearing pants in uni?
Yeah, my sister used to buy them. Before I went to uni, I remember my sister used to buy them and keep them at her workplace. before I got admitted to uni. Then when they were buying my suitcase and everything,
your stuff,
my sister made sure that she had brought them. Then we waited for my dad and mom to go to bed,
and then
I had to fit them. Or at times I would even go to her workplace, go fit them, and she could.
So you got admitted wearing a dress because your
I was wearing a dress
because your dad was present.
Yeah, because my dad was present.
The things we go through.
The things we go through. I don't know why. Yeah,
but you know, Kabrak is a Christian.
It's a Christian uni.
Christian-centered uni. So most of the things they were doing, it's because it's a Christian-centered.
Yeah, those many rules, I think, is because of the church.
Yeah, those many. And then they have a whole thing for the church, because there's also a church inside Kabrak.
Yeah.
And then there's Moi Primary, there's Moi High School, and then there's the uni.
I remember my sis would rock trousers in campus. But when she's coming home, oh my God, guys, she would wear skirts long, like reaching the floor.
But sasa si pia nyinyi mlikuwa mnafungiwa cause
yeah, like I think it was funny because like I would just look at my sister coming home with a dress. And the dress shouldn't be short again. I don't know what was going on with my parents.
Mimi ujue yangu imechangiwa na wazazi. Shule zenye nilienda. Mimi mwenyewe am an introvert.
Yeah.
Like you just live knowing there are certain things that are not meant to be done.
Yeah.
Not because ikifanywa ni vibaya, but you just like kichwa yako tu inasema no.
Guys, tell me the things that you like, the culture that you had.
I even tested
in
alcohol.
Yeah.
When was the first time you tested alcohol?
The first time I tested alcohol was my first year. Hi, mom, dad.
What's that?
When did you test the alcohol first?
I think I was also in first year.
I was in first year. And if not first,
tasted bad.
No, in Form 2. I had visited my sister.
Edwina.
Yeah, I had visited my sister. Then
Form
my sister
2.
had gone to... I'd visited...
Sorry.
I don't know, but I just tasted alcohol. I remember one of the guys who used to live with my sister in the same... in the same rental, so what do you call it?
Yeah.
Those rental houses, like, yeah. My sister had gone to school, then I think he was called Kaplan or somebody, or some guy. And my sister told me, if you get bored, you can go to Davis and Kip's house. Watch TV there. My sister had not bought TV then. She only had a Bluetooth speaker.
Who didn't have a Bluetooth speaker in uni?
Literally, I remember then I went to their houses. They came actually and picked me up. We went out, had lunch, then came back, and I found it. I found the alcohol. They had left it in a cup. The curious Edwina, as usual, touched it.
So nobody like asked you to try. You tried it to look out of curiosity.
I just looked at it and I'm like, Bethwell, what is this? He told me that's Coke.
Oh, he lied.
That's Coke. Then I just left it and I think it doesn't taste good right now because it has stayed in a glass. I assumed it. Then later I came back and I was like, I'm thirsty. And there was no running water from the tap. So I was like,
you wanted to test.
Oh, trying it out, guys.
The burning test of alcohol.
I had to go cough out and drink. I don't know which water that I drank.
When I first tested alcohol, it was so burning all the way to my stomach, and I had to like drink hot milk. Oh, like maziwa moto,
yeah.
Because in my mind, I thought that was the only thing that would cure it. Tell me why nilijambia sit a while, dear.
And do you drink now? Okay.
By the time I was in for there,
bro,
the bullets.
I think something funny. I just tested when I was in Form 2, spit it out. Then in campus, I tested wine, and I drank. I think about a number of glasses of wine.
But anyway,
it was a birthday. It was.
It's not something that would tell someone to do.
Yeah,
because it's not nice.
No, Explore.
No, it's not
Don't
good.
Be, like you're trying to be the street parent.
Story.
Like live life anyway.
Yeah.
Guys, choose. You don't live based on like. If you feel like you wanna try out.
Yeah. But there is addiction.
Yeah.
If your life might end up depending on it.
Depending on it.
Like if you are drinking, drink with
caution again. Yeah.
Be responsible enough for it. Yeah.
Like
so anyway,
just make decision on your own anyway. Something that you feel like you're comfortable with. But again, don't lose yourself being an addict to something. Yeah, sure. Oh, guys. So tell me, did you ever? Of course, you said you've never done business.
No.
You said did you ever skip classes or maybe like still exams?
Exam uibe tulikuwa tunaweza iba but tulikuwa tunapangwa so you can't really copy someone.
You cannot copy someone.
If you're going to copy it's either you had a Mwakenya that is properly hidden and you can copy from.
Yeah, you can copy from.
Or write it in the calculator.
Oh my god.
I think that was the only...
in the calculator for sure you would write some...
With a pencil.
Some formulas.
Actually. I'm short answers.
Short answers.
For like a theory question.
Yeah, sure. That was interesting.
Or when
do that too.
Or when the lecturer is supervising and aoni, could ask someone. And if you can grasp quickly, okay. Life at uni. Were you dating before you went to uni? Manzen, no. You are not dating? No. Oh. Well, I had a homie, but he was more of a friend. He was more of a friend. Can we call it dating? No. Were you flirting? We just liked to hang out around. Like he never ever mentioned anything. No. He was even never touchy or something. Mm-hmm. So your first boyfriend was after you joined uni. Okay. In like after the first semester. After the first semester is when you found it. Oh, that's when I met like my first boyfriend. Yeah. It felt so weird. Because now, and it's not like I even met him in uni. Yeah. When I was now like going to church somewhere. Yeah, you met there. Then how did it feel? You felt like story. In another episode. Should be in another episode. It was really... Tell me why you're in campus. You're like, especially when you find people kissing on the street, on the corridors. You can even close your eyes. Yeah, I used to, and I remember telling others tabia mbaya. Ilikuwa termed as tabia mbaya. How innocent were you innocent when you joined campus? How innocent were you? Me at least I think nilikuwa na tu exposure kidogo from my big sisters. Yeah. Nilikuwa nimepangwa, nimeambiwa vitu. I knew a lot of things. But I was a very closed up person. Like by the time tu nilikubali hata kukua kwa your relationship. It was... Mimi nilikuwa kwa ile story had no sex until I was a very closed up person. I had rules. By the way, I had rules. You had rules. I had rules in my head. They were not meant to be broken. We had kikumbuka the story in checker too because growth. There was guys. In my rules there were there's no having a child until I have a white wedding. Yep. There's no having sex until marriage. There's no smoking. There's no drinking. Yeah. Guys. It was fun. Another fun thing about campus, my experience in campus. That season that you are so damn broke, you call home, there's no money. But there's always that joint somewhere. You go with only 20 shillings and you come out very full. Oh, I remember that joint. There was no that was in your uni there was no that joint. 20 bob joint? Yeah. Kwani unakula? Si unakula nini? Like katakata. Chapo mbili. Yeah. Kuna katakata kama. Guys. But kuna shopping center ya students, yes, najua, but sidhani kuna anything ya 20 bob. Katakata ilikuwa, but mi sikuwahi
Like, guys, did you ever have those kata joints where you go and say like nataka kata nini? Unaulizwa kata nini? Unasema kata chapo ama
chapo beans.
What was feeling so much was mandazi, because mandazi got baking and it's gonna
carbohydrates.
It's gonna fill up your tummy. Yeah. So like you go say kata ya mandazi mbili. And that kata is a bowl of maybe beans, not beans, soup.
Stew.
Yeah, just stew. Stew and the 2 mandazis or the 2 chapatis dipped in the soup and with a spoon, and you go back to class.
Sisi broke, unajua mimi nilikuwa inabidingi niseme niko broke nikikuwa na 500 because ningesema ikikuwa so ingeleta shida.
It will take time before you get that money.
No, even if ningekula nini na like 50 bob like ilikuwa kidogo kukula hiyo 50 bob.
Wow, guys,
maybe ningekula tu
pesa mingi chep.
Like sasa ilikuwa inabidi I have to plan in advance. If I know I'm gonna have like 500 bob by weekend, I'm saying it this weekend. So that I'm constantly somewhere. That I can always afford what I like to eat.
What you like to eat,
Sikuwaifika that dead end level.
Wow.
Plus, I used to like going home or visiting my sisters.
Oh, yeah. Another fun part of
so when you go home, you come
over
back
the
with
weekend.
Pocket money.
With me now, when I was in first year, I used to go home almost every weekend. Until I got to a point my dad was like, you come home next time, you're going to work to get transport to go back to school.
Because it's more expenditure.
It's expenditure. Like transport, they're going to fund your transport to go back to school.
Pocket
money. So I would go
use
pocket money to come home. But there was nothing so much fun like having a homie. Then you call each other like, what time is your class ending? Let's meet tupatane stage. Tunaenda home. I remember Diallo, hey, we could go home even 6 p.m. We are still going home. We'll get home at 7 something. We have a boda guy waiting for us to drop us home.
I also liked visiting.
Then you come back with shopping
over the weekend.
A gunia of ndizi, a gunia of
you guys used to cook, so you have to come with food.
You have to come with oh my god. I would go home and by Monday or Tuesday my mom is complaining like Edwina took everything from the kitchen.
Unaenda kushoplift kwake.
Everyone goes home. I remember my roommates were first year. One of my roommates was a kissy. They would send her matoke and avocado. Guys, tell me why I put up weight. I put up weight and they were losing because they were not eating enough.
Anyway, that was uni days for us. I feel like I explored more on my last year. That is when it was starting to be fun. But now I'm finishing.
You're finishing.
Because I'm outside.
When I lived out, by the way, I remember living outside.
But it's called for this. So there's projects to do. There's attachments to go. There's like you're more busy. After dating, imeanza kuwa a bit serious. Could have like.
Hey, but me, I think dating. After my first year, just breaking. My first like starting my second year, we broke up with my first boyfriend, and I went like celibate. I'm trying to date. When someone wants to get serious with my relationship with me, I'm like, no. I think like I'm gonna get pregnant.
Everyone used to think so.
Yeah, like have you ever thought
like when you're in a relationship, you're thinking, oh
my god, I'm gonna get pregnant.
This is me just trying to get pregnant.
And if you are raised by strict parents,
I know
you can relate.
It's a constant thought in your mind.
Like,
and it even deprives you of enjoyment.
Yeah, you can't even enjoy life with that person.
Anyway,
like literally, how would you study that you cannot get pregnant, but again at the same time, like. This is a choice I'm choosing. What if I get pregnant? Yeah. And you see friends getting pregnant, having babies in campus.
But then people had babies in uni.
I used to babysit my friends' kids. But I remember.
Of course, life is different for everyone.
Life is different for everyone.
And you are in a position to make a choice.
Yeah.
So if that is okay with you,
that was good.
There was no problem.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, please tell us your campus experiences.
The stories.
Yeah.
What are your stories? We have a lot. We haven't even exhausted.
Well, actually,
I remember like being woken up to go to market with my friend. She was selling avocados. She was a business lady.
Mnaamka kwenda kutafuta avocado.
3 a.m. alafu unapata lecture anafaa kwa class 6. Unapata na lek soko.
Mlikuwa hadi business oriented that much.
Zake Juleka alikuwa mkisi pia. Na anakuja asubuhi engineering math. Kumbe angetoka soko akiingia class. Tukapata na like nyambane. Bana tutapatana class. Tutachelewa kusema mwarakishe. Hivi tu itaisha tu sahi. Literally like it was fun. It was fun being loud and just experiencing life. I remember planning, like creating a timetable with lecturers, those lecturers that used to lecture from different unis and they come to a unit.
Yeah.
Because I'm a class rep, I would make sure that our classes end by Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are free. Like Thursday and Friday, we have common courses, and common courses you can choose. You can skip. You choose
to go to
class.
Rep.
Oh, that was.
Nilikuwa
napanga. And I would make sure that in the common courses, the lecturers do not know me. They know
so that they don't call you.
They know my fellow class rep because I had a fellow class rep.
It's
a common unit. So I'll tell Devi and Alex. I'll tell Devi and Alex, make sure you attend those classes. Take everything because I would cover them in some other things. Yeah, guys, I think it's always good to know the streets, good to know the people to work with. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Sasa hiyo mnasoma Machomza LD.
Machomza LD unafika tao, umepiga biz, unaenda ile base hapo HTS hapo nyuma, base ya pork. 50 bob umeshiba.
Tell me why I was in Kabarak for 4 years, but sikuwaizwa Nakuru sana.
Literally. Oh, anyway, guys,
11
hostel inafungwa. 11 labda hata bado ndio unatoka tao.
Imagine.
Literally umeenda ku have fun unatoka tao, hata hujui kama utalala hostel, unaenda unalala kwa babeshte wako asubuhi. Literally, guys.
Anyway, that was my life.
Or even you go to class.
I loved it anyway.
But it was interesting because I used to be like, oh, so there is another life of different unis.
Yeah.
Because I remember my cousin being visited by her mom and she was not in campus. Literally. Ushaipigiwa simu na mzazi niko gate. Kuja unipick. And she's not. She's not in campus.
Mimi niliacha ilie. Baadaye nikamwambia nilikuwa exam.
Hapana. Literally.
The man show up
like literally, how do you just show up that way?
But I feel like I want to be that parent.
I know.
Show up.
Please don't. Just
show up uni niulize
uko wapi?
Ukianza kusema nimekaa kwa ofisi na kungoja.
Oh my god, don't be that parent. I'll be the best auntie to your kids. I'll make sure whenever you're going to I'll tell them, hey, mom is coming around.
Me, I will show up. Kwanza nataka nijue hizo time yenye sikuji mnafanya nini?
You know what they always say, you'll just yap around until you become a parent. So
really?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'll be the strictest and she'll be the leaniest. So
I don't think I will be lean. It doesn't run in my blood.
It doesn't run for sure. She cannot. It's not a portion. I don't know.
I have declared it already.
Even with her life, even with us ourselves as friends, she's always like, Edwina, we're not doing this.
Could have been something funny. I think I'll cut. Of course, nitabeba kidogo. I don't want to give my children trauma.
Yeah, sure. Please, yeah. Literally.
Anyways,
guys, it was fun.
Yeah.
Shooting this episode. We haven't mentioned all the crazy episodes of campus
because we're going to talk about our first experiences with dating.
With dating, our first experiences with dating, our first kiss.
Yeah.
I will
bring that tea.
When was your first kiss, by then?
I will bring that tea. I will come and tell you how embarrassing that was.
I hope it was good.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode this far.
Yeah.
Guys, remember to follow us on our social media handles at the Infinite Chatter Podcast.
Yes.
And also on our personal social media handles at EddieJTO.
At Shepleting Bit.
Yeah. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Please.
A moment for you who has not subscribed.
Yeah.
Please do.
Share your experiences in campus because, as you can tell, we are two different personalities.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're two different personalities at all.
Okay.
So, guys, until then,
Adios.